Yeah, we are in here. We are here. What's up? What's good? What's popping? Cracking, percolating. What is really good in the hood? It's your man Theo Bully, and we in here. And the Rock With Me Nation, yeah. What a week it was. It's the Grand Madam. You don't be playing around, do you, Grand Madam? I see you. I see you, Grand Madam, with the new dude. I see you. I showed it. I say, you see you. You look at Grand Madam. Grand Madam doing a doggone thing. Grand Madam already in the building. She ain't playing around. Kamoyo King, the president of the Black Panther fan group, is in the building. Yes, we in here. My brother D Real is in the building. We got a loaded show. But before we start off with the show, I feel like I need to give a public service announcement, or at the very least tell the truth, shame the devil. So Shannon Sharp, shout out to Dawson, sent it to me over there on Instagram. So Shannon Sharp was over there on Instagram, and a sex tape got out. A sex tape got out. Shannon Sharp and everything like that. I want to share the link. If you rocking with me over there on Instagram, just let me know, and I will send you the link. But damn. I said tell the truth to shame the devil, because he say his account got hacked. No. I'm gonna stop that lie right now. I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop that lie, the lies that's gonna be told in the future, and the ones that's been told in the past. We Generation X, baby boomers. Can we chop it up? Because we was the ones that came in. We invented internet. That's what that is. We did that. Now, us, y'all, I don't want to sit up here and say we ain't recorded ourselves doing some stuff, whether it was on VHS, cell phone, camcorder, it's stuff out there. So you mean to tell me, because you heard when we get hacked, systems get hacked, America gets hacked and everything like that. I'm not gonna sit up here and say Shannon is the only one that they recorded himself doing some stuff. But you never hit it. You ever got hacked? You get one of them notifications? Have you ever got hacked and seen some stuff you didn't did floating around on the internet? Or is it normally they got your passwords, your bank accounts, your other stuff? That Shannon, nobody give two damns about who you smashing. If somebody gonna get access to your account, they taking your funds, they taking your password, they taking all your access. Please stop telling folks damn lies when y'all stuff get out there. You got hacked. No, you did not. You put that out there. I'm tired of y'all lying, and I'm tired of folks going for, oh, Shannon got hacked. No, you got hacked as bad as Roland Martin got hacked. You got hacked about as bad as Diddy got hacked. You got hacked about as bad as Facebook subscribers that got hacked. No, you did that. You recorded it. I don't know why. This wasn't good enough. Why this ain't good enough? Why this ain't good enough? Why this ain't good enough? Like, what am I looking at? Is this, am I doing a top 10 ranking? Like, I know I did it. I was in it. I know who I did it with. Depending on how long ago it was, I may or may not be able to remember their name, but I can at least see the face. Who am I recording this for? Who watching this with me later on? I'm gonna keep on. I never understood that. A former friend of mine, I say former, that's what that is. He got caught up, married, closet full of VHS tapes of him in his transgression. His wife caught him. I'm looking at him like, so let me see if I got this right. You messed around on your wife. Got away with it, recorded it, and kept the evidence on the property that your wife was dwelling on. You know, low key, you can snitch on your damn self by talking in your damn sleep. You don't need to record it like that. Just you just want to get caught. I never understood that. I never understood that. No, Shannon. Don't tell nobody else you got hacked. You was on Instagram. You was doing the most. You was trying to do two things at one time. That's what that was. That's what that was with rolling. That ain't no different than the coworker on the computer at work, supposed to be doing some data entry, but you over here on one of these other sites and your supervisor walked by. No. You ain't hit that accidentally. That's where you went. That's where you went. So, Shannon, we having fun now. We having fun. I just want you don't tell nobody else that lie, Shannon. Don't. And then, never mind. Because the brother got it good right now, and I want him to continue doing big things where he at over there on ESPN. So please, can you keep your stuff to yourself so you don't risk what you got going on? Because we enjoy seeing you do what you do. That's all I'm saying. Can you please keep that to yourself? Y'all, everybody rocking with each other this evening. Not Tell Him is in the building. My wife, Skyline Designs, is in the building. Black Panther is in the building. Grandmaster say she. I guess I got. Let me slide over to Instagram real quick. Woo! It was the audio for me though. It was the audio with the video. I said, boy, that's him. it was the Mac Deshaw sent that to me. That I was like, that's him. That's show him. I'm gonna send this to my brother, D-Rail. Who else I'm gonna send this to? I'm gonna send it to Flash by Night. If you want me to send it to you, you're gonna have to let me know over there on Instagram. Cause I don't want YouTube saying I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing. I'm already in hot water with them. But yeah, and I tell them hack is the only way to get out of it. You bet, boy, look, I'm tired of them telling that doggone tale. We in, absolutely. Where's the link? I want to see all the chocolate. He really just talking, Greg, madam. You don't really see him per se. It's him though. And he talking that talk. He talking that. He talking that talk. My dog talking that talk. Woo! Boy, look at here. Oh man. That said, here we go, Grand Madam. I'm gonna see if I can copy the link. Give me 1 second. Let me see here. You want to say, Grand Madam? See if I can share this with you. Copy the link. Link is copied. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'm coming over here to YouTube to where we at. You know, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none, right? Right. So we're gonna get it on in here like that. Get down on it. So got that out the way. I just wanted to lighten the mood a little bit before we start the night show off. And before we start the night show off, we got to pay our respects. We lost 2 kings in the game. And I don't even know how to feel about that. I really don't. I'm sitting up here like the dad gone. So Who we lost on Sunday? That was crazy. Would have thought he was gonna live forever. And what order we see him in? James Earl Jones. We didn't see him in Star Wars, but we know that was him. Meteor Man. Remember when they had the Gumby? Meteor Man? If I'm not mistaken, he was also in Bingo All-Stars Bingo's Traveling All-Stars with Billy D. Williams as a baseball player. Him, Richard Pryor, he was in that. Oh, man. What else was he in? Meteor Man? Meteor Man. Coming to America. James Earl Jones was him. And then we turn around 2 days later and we lose Frankie Beverly. I know this is life, and I know we gotta go at everybody gotta go, but daggum, you boy, listen, that's as I said today on X, life, that's too much. You doing too much right now. You doing too much. So our condolences to the families of those two, friends, loved ones of those two. There is a legacy there, absolutely. Iconic, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. So pioneers. Pioneers. Like that's what that is. That's what that is. So we said a lot of stuff. We say there'll never be another Chadwick Boseman. Well, we said that about Michael Jordan until I saw Kobe, but it's gonna be hard for us to see another James Earl Jones or be able to listen to another Frankie Beverly. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So with that said, like I said, we do have a great show tonight. We got a full show tonight. Look, I say I don't talk unless I got the words. So let's see what the words have brought to us. See what we got going on. Because like I said, we got a full show tonight. You could have been anywhere else in the world. Thank y'all so much. Grand Madam, I should have slid that right in there and everything like that. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world. Y'all decided to pull up. Thank y'all so much for doing that. James Earl Jones, we did cover that. I watched the debate. Did you? We're going to talk about it. Felon for president. The epitome of privilege. We're going to talk about it. Incarceration of Venezuela. True conviction of a believer. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Ultimate Black Panther Avengers Assemble and Blood Hunter Review. Blood Hunter Issue 2 review. We're going to talk about it. No spoilers. We'll wait for the comic book reviews for that. Too quick to brag. How much did Black Panther 2 actually make? When you brag about other stuff, the truth will come out. Also, toys aren't for kids anymore. Lord Jesus, to the www.havemercy.com fix it. No, they're not. We go talk about it. Speaking of toys, Dragon Man, $84.99. You in, you out. Let's talk about it. Unboxing action figures. An unpleasant task. Yes, we're going to get into that too. Tyreek Hill got arrested on Sunday, Miami Dolphins, and Jonathan Isaac, Orlando Magic, has a public opinion about it. Sometimes I just wish we, damn, I didn't see Ultimate Black Panther. Hey, man, it's there. College football top 25, week 2 reactions, reviews from the fan perspective. We're not doing this from an analyst perspective. We're not. And do you know why? Because we're a football fan, college football fan. And you know what? this gonna start to be more like that barbershop talk that we have at the barbershop when we amongst our friends and everything like that. Because that's what we really be wanting. You know, anybody can do the numbers thing, but let's talk fan to fan. We're gonna have that, and yeah, we got that last, because I know it, even though it is college football season, I know everybody ain't here for the college football. So let's kick the show off. Kick a show. That's so country. I watched the debate last night. Did you? Now, my wife is a first-time voter. She is. The thing that stuck out to her was when Donald both got asked the question about immigration, specifically the border. And he went left. She said he ain't even answer the question. I said, I know. My wife is a first-time voter. She ain't into politics like that. What she is, though, is somebody who used to be a teacher. So she understands the whole question and answer process. She understands the whole different. I ain't say nothing. She said, babe, he ain't answered the question. And as Donald kept talking, she said, babe, he still ain't answered the question. And I simply repeated, I know. Now, it's always something in Springfield. That's all I'm gonna say. It's something always going on in Springfield. Y'all know I mentioned this. I did. I mentioned this to y'all a while ago. It got brought back to my attention. It said, Theo, the first thing I'm not going. Haitian is getting blamed for stuff in Springfield, Illinois. But when they said something was going on in Springfield, Illinois, you was the Flash by Night Marvel. He said you was the first person I thought of. I said, because it's always something going on in Springfield, Illinois. Now let me do this dog thing. Let me do this dog thing. I'm speaking to folks that's familiar with dogs. Dogs. I don't give a damn who you are. The only dog you snatching up is a dog whose name might be Fifi. You might snatch up Fifi. That's if you're doing that. Y'all know, because Fifi ain't but, well, Fifi. Fifi, like some other stuff, ain't that big. But now Butch, the dog named Butch. Oh no, you're not snatching Butch nowhere. No, you need assistance to get Butch, and you don't need another human to get Butch. You need something else, some man-made to get Butch. Cause Butch ain't that. Butch this, Dutch. You know them dogs that's got them grown names like Deuce. No. Ain't nobody talking about no Fifi. Ain't nobody talking about no dog named Diamond. We talking about the dog named Predator. So with that being said, who's snatching up what? Who snatching up? And why the only immigrants we seem to keep talking about are immigrants that's got some melanin in their skin. We even talking about immigrants coming from Mexico. Now we talking about immigrants coming from Haiti. You know, immigrants come from other places. Yeah. I watch this. Isn't there something going on in Europe right now? Something going on in Europe? Okay. So any of y'all work for the state agency? Any of y'all work for state? Okay. So you ain't had no Ukrainian immigrant call you about Medicaid? Didn't they talk about Ukrainians fleeing their country when it first kicked off? Ain't that what they said? Well, when they left Ukraine, what would they have been when they came to another country? Why we keep acting like the only immigrants that come to America come from melanated countries? Immigrants come from all over. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Doing dang, audio only. Yeah, that I told you. Yeah, but did you hear what he said though? Did you hear what he said though? My dog be talking that talk. It just ain't in the studio. It ain't just at the studio, and it ain't just that Laker game. No, Shannon be talking that talk. Kamoyo is basically comment on my latest comment in regards to why the only immigrants we keep talking about are the ones that got melanin. They come from all over. Now, to this. So the Haitian immigrants that are in Springfield and everything like that, there is an article that I just found. I want to say it was on News Something or Another. Like I said, that News Something or Other. And I'm going to take that article and I'm going to share that with us because, like I said, if you know me, grow me sharing this camera. We got this right here. This is from Newsbreak. And essentially what it is, this article talks about, Lord, this article talks about the Haitian immigrants that are in Springfield, Illinois. Now, one of the reason why I'm putting this article up there so that y'all can have access to it is because one of the residents of Springfield, Illinois said something, and I thought it was interesting. So we continue right here. It's not going to let me do that. Read a news break. Come on. Continue. All right. So you see it right here. It's opening up for me. Haitians, residents in Springfield, Ohio, respond to being at center of immigration debate. And I go down a little bit, down at the bottom. How do Haitians feel in Springfield, Illinois? Well, the majority of us we work in warehouses, factories. You can't work there illegally. Obviously, we're illegally working here, he said. Now, if they were working there illegally, who would we be looking at? Who broke the law? The owner of the business, right? All right. So, what about other Springfield residents? Tina Rose, and this is what I wanted to mention, said she feels negatively about the increased Haitian population in Springfield and that the city was not prepared. Rose said the city already struggled with housing and homelessness before more Haitians moved in. Now, that's contradictory to what a barber says in Springfield, Illinois. He says quite a few buildings were empty. John Vick, a resident of 24 years, agreed. He said groceries and county services are harder to find now. So the grocery store they moved, the county offices are moved. They should still be right where they are. DeAndrea Robinson said she believes the city should be focusing on racism and the hate group that walked around with swastika flags and rifles last month. They see me standing next to a Haitian, and there's too many black faces for them, she said. Joe Ruck, a co-owner of Champion City Cuts Barbershop, I was just alluding to, in Springfield, said the south side of the city has become known as Little Haiti. Ruck grew up in Springfield and said Haitian immigrants are working the jobs and living in the houses that no one wanted. He said the Haitian population is easy to pick on, and people in the community say they hate Haitians when really they're frustrated by what an increased population has meant for Springfield with increased rent and house prices and demand for products and food and grocery stores. Someone's cat coming up missing, they're going to say the Haitians did it, Ruck. That's what Ruck said. Here's the comparison. So you feel encroached upon by Haitian immigrants. I imagine that's how Native Americans felt when Europeans first came to America, encroached upon. something to be said about being open-minded. Give others the consideration that you would want yourself. You uncomfortable. Oh, well, I don't want you feeling like you're the only one that has a right to be uncomfortable. No. You human, you're going to be uncomfortable. And there's nothing about you that should make you feel like you should be more comfortable than somebody else. No, especially if you, well, still are making them uncomfortable. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So I want to give some insight into that. I felt like that was interesting. Dogs. You didn't think that through at all, huh? Dogs. Ain't nobody running up on no full-grown dog. Beware of dog. Folks put them signs out there for a damn reason. Beware of dog. Okay, who going in there jumping over the fence? You an immigrant, so you ain't got that many resources. You jumping over what fence that's got that sign out there? And all you hear is, no man, stop that. But y'all stop lying. Y'all lie way too much for me. Like the line has got to stop. So staying in that same wheelhouse, the debate, like I said, I watched it. And I must admit, I was amazed. I was amazed. I literally, when I watched the debate, I was amazed. I really, really was. I was surprised. I really, really was. I was surprised that a convicted felon was participating in a presidential debate. If folks want me to talk about some damn earrings she got in her ear, there's a convicted felon running for president. That's the epitome of privilege. That I said it once, I'll say it till the cows come home. I don't think we could ever sit up here and entertain Barack Obama doing something like that. Any of that. Barack Obama could not be a convicted felon and run for president. So what are we saying? A convicted felon. Now, mind you, it's crazy because some of the same people that's got their head shoved up his butt, you got a convicted felon in your family. Well, why is the convicted felon in your family worth less than Donald Trump? How the convicted felon in your family don't get the same rights he got the vote? Thank you, Ron DeSantis. You are no different than him. You're a felon to me. You sat there and broke the law in the state of Florida because you're a governor and you feel like you're exempt and you allowed a convicted felon to vote. You're a criminal too. You are no different. And if you think like that, then what you're saying is you consider yourself above the law. You can break it because you. But that rule don't apply to everybody else. Well, I don't believe in that. I believe in equal energy. I believe if what's good for one convicted felon is good for all convicted felons. That's where I stand at. He ain't no different. Job be damned. Because I said it once, I say it again. Politicians are servants. My last name is Butler. They're servants. They're not above the people. But let's say you do consider them to be your Lord and Savior. So Donald Trump is the Lord and Savior, huh? All right. Been sent from heaven above. He's the chosen one. Okay. The beauty of this is that King James, NIV, I read them. Yep. Front to back, back the front. Sunday school, vacation Bible school, Easter speeches, that big, thick white Bible that every child has because they buy it when the child is born. Yep. The crazy part is the actual false accusation was about ducks, not dogs. Yes, especially when you consider the ducks are public. So ain't nobody got no pet duck. Thank you, brother. Big bro dropping that knowledge. It was about ducks. JD Vance touched on that. Like, well, the public, the ducks in the pond. Well, what is it? Are they taking folks' dogs that are owned, or are they taking ducks in the pond? You get your lie straight. If you were telling the truth, you would know which one you're talking about, but you don't. You know, they call my brother D-Real the prophet. He don't call himself that. He don't. They call me the griot. Those titles mean something. Jesus was a carpenter. So just so we clear, just so we understand this, make sure you clip this part of the video and give it all to all your Christian friends that are voting for Donald Trump. Jesus was a carpenter. That's a humble job. That's a dirty job. Some might say that's one of those black jobs, if not a brown job. Yeah. Donald Trump was given 400 million by his father. Jesus was given problems to solve and man to pass for from his father. Jesus spread the word, his father's word. It was up to you to believe if you didn't believe. He didn't embarrass you for not believing. He didn't demean you for not believing. No, he left you to your own devices if you didn't believe. He got up, he said what he had to say, he got up and he moved on. He didn't wage war if you didn't believe him. He said, peace, I'm gonna holler at you. Get in where you fit in. And he left. And those that believed in him because they had, watch where I'm going with this one. Those that believed in him because they had so much conviction in what he said, because they had so much belief in what he said, that they would literally pack up their belongings from where they were at living and move and go along with him. They would literally get up and go along with him and preach the gospel along with him. When he would set up camp, they would set up camp. When he ate, they would eat. When he bathed, they would bathe. When he said party, they would party. This dude, watch this here. He didn't consider himself too big to take care of the little person. No, a prostitute saw him in the town square and he washed her feet. That's what's in the book. If you believe that book, that's what's in the book. Then later on, at some point in time, folks got upset with the word that he was spreading. Folks got upset with him. Folks got upset with his father. Folks got upset with the people that believed in him. And he said, you know what? Don't worry about it. If you want me, I will fall on my sword. Just let my people go. He got crucified. He fell on his sword. He didn't ask his followers to do it. He did it. But now let's talk about courage and conviction. See, when you believe in what somebody is saying, when you believe in what somebody is doing, you do your damnedest to follow in their footsteps. Hello, Chadwick Boseman. Their mission becomes your mission. You believe in what they believe in. You are prepared to make the sacrifices they are prepared to make. Well, let's do the analogy. Jesus sacrificed himself. That's what the book says. Jesus sacrificed himself for man. That's what the book says. I could make a comparison and say Chadwick Boseman sacrificed himself for the arts. I could say that. But now, if you believe in this dude, who did he sacrifice himself for? How many people went to jail? He didn't go. How many people went to jail? He didn't pay for their lawyer fees. How many people went to jail? He didn't say, I told them to do it. They in jail. That's Jesus. That's the chosen one. Because I'm of the mindset Jesus would be in jail amongst his flock. Jesus would have been the first one locked up. Any pastor want to debate that, I'm here for it. Any cardinal want to debate that, I'm here for it. Any pope that's got the sack that wants to have that conversation, I'm here for it. Just make sure you bring the Bible. Sometimes you got to pop out and show. Make sure you bring it. Make sure you bring it. But now, if you believe in Donald, and he says if he loses, he's going to Venezuela. Well, I did say that Jesus' flock moved with him. Well, when he moved to Venezuela, move with him. I don't believe that's what's going to happen, by the way. But when he get locked up, if you are a believer in him, in everything he says, then you should be willingly following him to prison. Because that's what you do when you got conviction. That's what you do. But see, you don't know nothing about that. Because as I said today, the fact that a convicted felon was debating, was participating in a presidential debate, a convicted felon, that is the epitome. That's the epitome right there of entitlement. And there's nothing you can say to anybody else going forward that is not a thing. Yes, it is. Yes, the hell it is. It is definitely an entitlement. You don't need to say it. Anytime if a brother or sister or anybody wants to feel slighted by that right there, they have every right to, because that's entitlement. Well, the brown brother that the woman said she believed in, but she wouldn't vote for him because he brown, bro, you never get that benefit of the doubt. You're a Republican. That's exactly what that is. You could do the same thing Donald Trump would do, and you would get locked up. They would never consider you for president. That's heinous in and of itself, that as Americans, we literally have a convicted felon running for president. The fact that he's what? Rapist? What are we doing? What are we doing? Americans. We sit up here, we talk about red, white, and blue. America, 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 America. What are we doing? The dude is buddying up with the Soviets. We sat up here the whole time this dude was in office, and police officers, I know y'all got to feel some type of way right now. This dude talked about Blue Lives Matter. What did he say about the Capitol Police? They weren't doing their damn job. Wow. Just wow. Anytime he can throw you under the damn bus. I'm looking at veterans. Damn, Ron. You really got your head stuck up his behind. You were in the Navy. Boy, look, you not making the Navy look too good right now, my guy. He can make disparaging comments about veterans, active duty military personnel, and you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. At the very least, have a backbone to stand up for your fellow veterans, considering he never served. Damn you, boy, look, you and JD Vance both spineless to me. Y'all, and I'm ashamed to say it. JD is was a boy. Look, I don't even want to say that dude had an Eagle Globe and Anchor, but damn, that's embarrassing. You should draw the line somewhere. But I guess at the end of the day, your soul can be sold. Godly. But that's entitlement, though. This dude sat in office for 4 years. Didn't Colin Kaepernick kneel? How many disparaging comments did everybody have to make about Colin Kaepernick? Well, damn, if Colin Kaepernick disrespected the flag by kneeling, how many American symbols has Donald Trump disrespected, and we not looking at him like that? I don't mind looking at one, but damn, we're going to look at all of them, or we're not looking at none of them. Bible upside down. You taking photos at Arlington Cemetery. You telling Americans to go rush the damn Capitol. What we doing? You saying the police didn't do their damn job. I thought you loved the police. Y'all heard him say it. Now people eating damn dogs and everything. What that got to do with the policies? There are quite a few that are voting for this dude. You're not going to be able to walk it back when it comes to those you thought you was cool with. And that's going to be your fault. Because at the end of the day, what you decided to do, hey, Waka Flocka, you said F your morals. You said F the morals. You said F what was right or wrong, and you did what was best for you. And it's quite a few brothers and sisters. Grifters is the term that we're using right now. It's quite a few brothers and sisters, whether it's for the left or for the right, they only in it for them. And that's the most damning thing about it right there when it comes to us as a people. Whether they for the left or for the right, we got way too many black grifters. They only give two damns about themselves. Keep the part rolling. How's a sexual predator say he is good, but he don't even, but that. They dusting off the old racism. Yeah, says the convicted fellow. He says all Nancy Pelosi's fault. He had nothing. Listen, and even after Jesus was gone, they still persecute. Yep. So I just, what Jude, you lied about the lies that you. To me, it ain't. It's common sense. It's common sense. Folks trying to hide behind right. No, you being a racist. You being a racist because none of the things that you're allowing Donald Trump to get away with as an American, you would never take that from somebody else. You're not. You would always make an excuse for it. No differently. So it's quite a few of you, that then lost a ton of respect. They're not going to be able to say nothing. I'm telling you right now, it's quite a few people I didn't disown. There's nothing you can say for me. You made it known that you were going to vote for Donald Trump. Damn, voting for him once. You going to double down on it? For what? Fool me. What did George Bush say? Fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me twice. Well, you're not gonna fool me again. No, you know better, you do better. I don't know how we sitting up here acting like y'all remember the Million Man March? Yeah, y'all remember the Million Man March? Now, what's the difference between what's the difference between the Million Man March and what happened on January 6th? How many brothers was in Washington? And they had a right. Not gonna say they had a right, but them brothers had some legitimate concerns. Them brothers had some legitimate concern. They got on, they did the same thing other folks did now. They took buses, cars, and everything to Washington and acted like they had some damn sense. Folks mad because they lost the damn presidential election. It's folks out here losing loved ones to nonsense that feel like they could be justified in going up there and not doing that. So just cause you lost. Didn't Reagan win? Didn't Bush win? Didn't the son win? Didn't you win? Okay. You win some, you lose some. That's called life. That's what that is. You're not guaranteed to win all the time because your daddy gave you $400 million and because you German. The fool thinks doctors are committing infants. Listen, and said it last night, like between the dogs and folks deleting infants after they born, like why y'all want that to be president? Like you can't it's the same dude told y'all to take bleach. The same dude told y'all to take bleach. Same dude. And I don't even think folks watched it. When COVID hit, every politician had their family, friends, and loved ones at home, Republican or Democrat. Their family was not with them. And when Ron DeSantis was telling Floridians they didn't have to wear their mask, his family was nowhere to be found. They were at home. He never had his wife and child standing beside him when he said that. When he told our daughters, our children, our sons, that they didn't have to wear their mask, that they didn't have to listen to nobody, his son was at home. Bruh, talk to your own children. Never do that again. Never do that again. Never. Never, ever do that again. Speak to somebody's child and tell them what they can and cannot do unless you prepare for somebody to do it with yours. Don't do that no more. That dude don't give two damns. None of them do. They just approached it from different angles. That's all they did. Democrats, hey, might want to take this shot. Republicans, you don't need the shot. Mind you, you saw everybody that was effing with what the Republicans were saying dropping like flies because they wasn't taking the damn shot. How many people died from taking bleach? How come no one asked him if immigrants poison the blood of America? Why are all his wives for him? I see why the Republicans, some of them crossed over, because I would be embarrassed if I was a Republican. I would. And this is when I look at people. All throughout life, even the guy that trained me as a flag football official, I'm so damn ashamed of him right now, I don't know what to say. Because you never want the worst, you want the best. How you settling for the best over here? How you settling for the worst over here? You want somebody that gives a damn about a job, not somebody that's just gonna speak doom and gloom. I referee games with you guys, and you wanted somebody that was knowledgeable working the crew with you. You would never work with Donald Trump. You would never work with Donald Trump. You wouldn't work with Donald Trump, and you wouldn't want Donald Trump organizing a flag football tournament. You wouldn't, and you know it in the deepest, darkest recesses of your soul. So why are you doing it? Because you closeted racist. And you don't know how to settle with that because you call yourself to be a man of God too. No, you're not. You're a man of fraud. That's why racism has existed for so long in this country, because you have people that say they God-fearing Christians enabling racism, if not practicing racism. You can't be a man or anyone of God dealing in that nonsense. I ain't gonna say it. You're breaking one of the 10 commandments right then and there. And it ain't got nothing to do with whether or not you consider somebody to be a full-blooded human or not. You don't get to make that call. No, why? Because you're a human. That's why I told my homeboy, I don't answer to what none of that nonsense they got going on. The only difference between me and them is the melanin skin complexion. That's it. They think a certain type of way. I think that same damn way. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I just wish more brothers and sisters thought like that. Stop feeling like this country don't belong to you. Take ownership of it. If we taking black back in 2024, he want to say make America great again. Fine. Let's make America great for black in 2024. Except when we say black, we know all colors derive from black, right? The color spectrum. So when we say black, we cover everybody. When you say make America great again, we know you only talk about one specific demographic. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We're going to keep the party rolling, though. Ultimate Black Panther, Avengers Assemble, Blood Hunter review. No spoilers, no spoilers. Here we go. There was a couple of things, Ultimate Black Panther, that's where we starting this thing off at. There were a couple of things, Ultimate Black Panther, that kind of made me feel some type of way. I really can't get into it right now. We're going to do it, do the comic book review tomorrow and everything like that. But overall, it's a decent issue. It's a decent issue. I like the cliffhanger at the end of it. So it was what it was. It's just one thing that I saw in the story it's got that MCU synergy to it, and I don't like that, and that's irking my nerve because it's pushing an agenda that don't need to be pushed. I'm not saying he's doing that. I'm just saying when sometimes we don't know, we fall into that. We don't know, so we don't necessarily appreciate the significance of certain things. So like I said, it's a decent issue. Avengers Assemble. Now I like that. I like that. I like the way they got it set up. And okay, so they got the jackets, right? Well, there's a particular character that's responsible for the jackets. What I would tell you, it's not Steve that's responsible for them having jackets. And they're not just jackets. The jackets serve a purpose. So I understood the logic behind it. The explanation was solid. I can't necessarily say I'm a fan of it, but we're going to see. The first issue, story-wise, Red Skull's daughter. I see Shang-Chi then got the MCU synergy treatment, i.e. the 10 rings. Janet Van Dyne is that chick. She is. She that chick. So that was pretty decent. Let's see here. What else we got there? Blood Hunters. Oh man. So I'm liking the character development. I did not know anything about the young lady with the mask and everything. Hallows Eve. Her character's growing. Dagger. I stick with Cloak. We're not the only ones that see something wrong with them not being right, but her character's evolving. They're doing something with Elsa Bloodstone. The character that has the least amount of character development right now, White Widow, but they got distinctive characteristics. So we didn't get to see that much of the blood COVID. No more hints as to who they could be potential clones of. So yeah, that was an interesting issue. That was an interesting issue. So that's what I got. That's what I checked out. I'll be bringing those comic book reviews to you in full detail. Nothing that got me overly excited per se, but something like, oh, okay, And I guess that's what it was. With each issue, the comics that I read, they're like, oh, okay, all right, okay, cool. Got my interest. Nothing necessarily to write home about. Well, there was something that happened in Ultimate Black Panther. Not gonna say what it is, but it's one of them things that may say, and it does have to do with T'Challa. That much I will say. So, that said, all 3 issues make it do what it do. If you are interested in those, make it to your local comic book shop. If you are interested in for me to do the comic book review, make sure you got your notification and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. You never know. Just go check. You might be. You might think you are. But YouTube do some stuff sometimes. So make sure you subscribe. Like the video, share the video. But make sure you subscribe. If you aren't subscribed, become a member. It's free. It's free. It absolutely is free. So, too quick to brag. Oh, I love this one right here. I'm going to get this right here. Ooh, I'm going to share this right here. I'm going to share this right. This coming to us from Screen Rant. Oh, I can't wait. Let me copy this link. You know how some people talk too much? They talk too much. Trying to brag on some stuff. They talk too much. I told Mr. Smith this one yesterday. I said, boy, look. Y'all know me. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rock with me. Y'all rock with me. I'm rocking with y'all. Right. Well, you know, Black Panther 2 came out. You know, we got called all out our name and everything but a child of God. We did. It's crazy. 2024, we still being called everything but a child of God. It's crazy. So, going back on over here, I just dropped that on over there. Only one Avenger, only one, has outperformed. Yeah, outperformed Deadpool at the box office, and he won't be beaten. It's the devil in the details. It's the devil in the details. Spider-Man is now the only Avenger who has taken more box office money than Deadpool. It's the devil in the details. It's the devil in the details. Do we know why Spider-Man then made more money than Deadpool? It's because they're counting all of his movies. All of his MCU movies, they're counting them all together. All told, Spider-Man has made 3 billion, 920,121,775. That's how much all the Spider-Man MCU movies have made. That's not fair, is it? Because Deadpool is at 2,800,000,000. Y'all not, I don't care about that either. How much did Black Panther make? The first movie. How much the first Black Panther movie make? It's at 1.3. It's at 1.3. That's what they said. That 1.3, right? Okay. It's interesting. I asked that question because they said Black Panther, the Black Panther movie franchise. 2 $188,142,628. Now I'm gonna help y'all out. I just did the math. You subtract 1.3 from 2.1, you got 0.8. You got 0.8. You got 0.8. You subtract 1.3 from 2.1, you get 0.8, as in 800 million. How much did it cost to make that movie? Shout out to Screen Rant. Well, y'all be wanting to go so hard for them other movies. Y'all be bragging about them and have no idea what you be saying. And I should sit back there like this. Keep talking. Keep talking. Oh, so the Black Panther movies together only made 2.1, huh? But y'all said Black Panther 2 was a hit. It only made 800 million. Wow, that ain't 1.3. Hey, what I keep saying, we got you for 5. Low key, I got you for 8. Why? Because how much did it take to make the movie? Because you got to deduct that from cost too. How much did it cost to make the movie? Last I checked, you was at 500 mil. So your return investment on Black Panther 2 was 300 mil. Want to brag so hard about Spider-Man, huh? Low-key dry snitching on Black Panther. So, I put that link out there and everything like that. I got the link. If you would like for me to share the link on social media so folks can stop lying. Black Panther 2 was a hit. It depends on what your definition of a hit is. I know making 500 million less than the first movie, I'm not prone to consider that a hit. I'm probably gonna call that a miss. I'm just me though. Just me. Oh, you ain't saying that. Watch this. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Let me see right here. Cause at Kamoyo asked me to. So what I just did was I just shared that on Instagram, not on Instagram, on Twitter. I just shared that on Twitter and I said at Kamoyo asked me to. So it's there and everything like that. So y'all be able to pull up on that and everything. But yeah, so math is math. Math is math. You said, because I'm just looking at this now, you said Black Panther 2.1. That's what the Black Panther franchise didn't made. 2 movies, 2.1. First movie made 1.3. Simple math, 2.1 minus 1.3 get you 800. 0.8. 0.8. That ain't a billy. That's a milli. It cost you 400. You're going to say 250. But we know it's more than that. And even if you do the 250, then how much money is that? Cost 250. 800 million minus 250 million is what? Right. 5.5. So you still ain't make that much money. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So we got that going on and everything like that. I just thought that was interesting. Stop dry snitching on yourself. Well, keep doing it. I like it. You keep giving me content and everything like that. Moving right along. Moving right along. I said that was too quick to brag, right? Toys. That's basically what I got behind me. Y'all, shout out to Uncle Tim, rant and reviews and everything like that. Toys ain't for kids no more. How many of us got kids? Children? Do they play with toys? Do they care? Or is it video game now? Video games, tablets, cell phone, stuff like that, laptop. And I know damn good and well they ain't making them for the kids, because toys today got grown folk prices to them. They ain't got kid prices to them no more. Even the Lego sets. My wife got 2 Lego sets. They Harry Potter Lego sets. They ain't got kid prices associated with them. So the G.I. Joe Raptor, it ain't that $300? That's not a kid price. that's not a kid price. We were sitting up here talking about getting Dragon Man, because we fantastic. We like the Fantastic Four. I don't. But Dragon Man went out for pre-order the other day. He's still sitting over there for pre-order. Like, he ain't sold out. $84.99. That's a bill. That's a bill. That's a bill. That's a bill. Or a nice size bag of some other stuff. But that's that's a bill. 84, that's 85. You might well say that's $100. That's where we at. I think toy manufacturers just need to, I think a conversation needed, an understanding that y'all not doing this for kids no more. Y'all doing this for us, the grown folk. And since y'all doing it for grown folk, then we expect these action figures to start looking like grown folks. Just stop. Let's stop the lie. We're not doing this for kids no more. We're not. These not kid prices. They not. They not. They not. Hasbro, $24 is not a child price. That ain't. And it's not. It's not. 3.75, that's for the kids. 6 inch above them adults. And you ain't even, do they eat? Here, anybody got young kids? Small kids? I don't. Do they still have Saturday morning cartoons? I'm just asking for myself. Do they have Saturday morning cartoons? Because that's when it used to be, you know, Saturday morning cartoon, all the toys, you know, the commercials for the toy, Hot Wheels, Matchbox. Y'all know I ain't lying. Come on now. Come on now. Ricochet Racing. But we had toys. The WWF Hall of Fame wrestlers. You remember the stuff WWE wrestler doll your kids was playing with? You had the cartoon, and then you had the toys. You had the toy advertising. And then you get some cereal commercial. Fruit Loops. Frankenberry. You Count Chocolate. They're great. Torn Top. You get Frosted Flakes. You Diggums. Diggum Smacks. Remember the frog? We used to get all that. Do they still do that? Because I don't think they advertising to the kids. Is what I'm saying. I don't think they advertise. I think it's us. I think it's us. I think it's us. They not targeting the kids. They can't be. They can't be. All this damn detail you putting in the ad. Who finna buy a damn action figure that costs $24 for the child to tell in one damn day? I just forget Dragon Man. What about them 2 guys from Big Bad Toy Store? Okay. So I do my thing. Grand Madam Tarot, I think you'll like this. I think you'll appreciate this. So I do, y'all know me, representation, imagery, blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's what that is. Not knocking anybody else, but I love me some me. I love us some us. That's what that is. Pam Grill, Foxy Brown, and Bernadette Stanzas. Who played Thelma? Woo! I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna stay focused. You made me get off target. you made me get off target with that one, Angel. took me real quick. I had to go on over there real quick. So let's get on over here. Come on your ass. We're going to make it do what it is. I saw some action figures today from Big Bad Toy Store. I saw this action figure, and the first person I thought about with the proper head sculpt is Mama Dufall. Yes, let's go ahead and see what we can get, because that show made me think about Mama Dufall. When I saw it, I was like, okay, that's a big dude. That is a big dude. We have to get somebody busy with the head sculpt so we can get this. But I like this for Mama Dufall, or at least Hoonan. The wall, like this. They are up for pre-order right now. This is the Brutal African. That's brutal. Well, Brutal is the name of the Brutal Realm is the name of the line. It ain't him being brutal. It's Brutal Realm is the name of the line. Brutal Realm African Warrior Barbarian 112 scale action figure. Pre-order will be available June 2025. $35.99. That's him. Now, Grand Madam, you ready? Low key, high key. Somebody, because considering the job that she did in the Black Panther Blood Hunt series, I honestly think Miss Cheryl Eaton would like this action figure as well for her collection, considering who it is. I think Grand Madam would like this. This action figure is actually Ogun, the God of Iron. That's a beefy action figure. $39.99 will be available. Estimated to show up June 2025. It's available for pre-order right now. That's not bad. Y'all know me. Black imagery, black representation. I'm real big on that. I don't think we have enough black representation as far as African gods. What I will do is I'll also show this with y'all, share this with y'all. This is the Brutal Realm Primal Warrior Panther 112 action figure. I will share that with y'all as well, so y'all will have that. Once again, scheduled to show up June 2025. You have that, jump on that and everything. Big Bad Toy Store is available for pre-order. Theo, you saw that pet? There you go, right there. Yeah, right there. I saw it. Come on, yo. I saw it, absolutely. So there you have it right there. Those are the pre-orders. Go check them out if you want to add those to your action figure collection. We say sharing is caring if you know it's growers. So that's what you got right there. I'm definitely interested in all three. I tried that like I wasn't gonna. I'm interested in all three of them. All three of them. Also, while it's on my mind, I had an epiphany. We like Black Panther. You like Black Panther. I like Black Panther. Mosi. Black Panther 1 million BC. Him. So here we go. Get the Kazar action figure. Why am I saying get the Kazar action figure? I'm gonna go ahead and double down on that Kazar action figure because there's something that I forgot about, a trick that we have not used that we've talked about. If you are a customizer, you can do this on the channel. So, and this is for Mr. Ray Smith. I want him to have this information. So we know they do have the Mosi pieces for sale on eBay, painted and unpainted. Right. Well, we know myself, D-Real, Mr. Smith got the pieces. Well, part of the problem was the cloth, the loin cloth, scope or whatever, fitting over the action figure. You know what? Screw that. Your Kazar action figure. Get your Kazar action figure. Get that piece that we got, that we bought to be the Mosi head sculpt and everything like that. Dye it. Diet. Kazar is the perfect Mosi action figure. As far as the tail, you can get you a Dremel a hole in the back of that loincloth and everything like that, and that'll be where your tail goes. That's it. The other pieces, get your rich synthetic dye, diet. There's your Mosi. Want to make sure, you know, stuff like that comes across my mind sporadically, but if you're doing something like that, all four for me, they got a werewolf too. And see, you and D Real gonna want the werewolf. You know me, I might, I don't know. We could, because watch this. Now, God willing, we around 2025 and everything like that. It ain't like Hasbro doing us no favors. You ain't making me finna break the bank. You ain't really doing nothing. You got Tron, you got wrong. But now, if I'm not mistaken, there is supposed to be a Hasbro Pulse scheduled for this week, which I will be tuning in for. Now, supposedly, they're supposed to talk about ways for 2025. We gonna see. We're gonna see. You know me and my brother D Real, you know we got Friday night vibes. So whatever, if they doing it on Friday, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna make it do what it do. I always imagine Ogon look like that Panther. See? I knew Madam Tara was gonna like it. So yeah, we gonna check it out. I'm gonna keep y'all in the know. They are dropping that Kang with the hover chair. Already got a Kang action figure. That will be a deluxe Kang for $49.99. I ain't doing that. You can though. You can. Not for me to tell you that you can't. No, you do what you want to do. Just tell me what's going on. So let's keep the party rolling. We're making it do what it's gonna do. We in here for a good time, not for a long time. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Y'all could have been anywhere else this evening, but you chose to be here. All right. Moving right along to the next topic. What do we got going on here? Speaking of toys, what action figures are up next for me? We talk about action figures and everything like that. Y'all get in like I get in. We talk. We fellowship. Make it do what it's going to do. Well, what I thought I would do is I would share with the Rock With Me Nation what I have coming down the pipe, for lack of better terminology, in regards to action figures. So let's go to Hasbro Pulse. We're going to talk about it. We're going to make it do what it's going to do. Crystal and Lockjaw. I got them as pre-orders. They ain't due to come anytime soon. $69.99. October. You see why I said some of us, October is December. And when October hit, you're not going to ask for nothing else. So you got Crystal and Lockjaw. That's God almighty. That's crazy. So let's look at what's coming down the pipe for me in regards to Marvel. Let's stay right there. Already told you, Crystal and Lockjaw. They pre-order, that's $69.99. Right? Okay, cool. We got Punisher and Bushwhacker. October. This year. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. We got the Outriders. That's crazy. That's November, so we good. Y'all like Theo? No, man. I'm just y'all like Theo? No. Come on, Tay. We had to press pause. We had to press pause. Wait a minute. So Marvel Tales, Lilith, November. Get some breathing room. Marvel Legends series, Damian Hellstrom, November. Dracula, November. How many action figures is that? Right. Now let's go to G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe Raptor, the action figure. November. G.I. Joe Classified, high altitude, low opening jump figure, October. G.I. Joe Classified, Marine Sniper. She gonna be available next week. the 17th. G.I. Joe Alpine. They ain't giving a date on him, and I ain't heard nothing. Ain't nobody said nothing. Storm Shadow. They ain't gave no date on him, so that's crazy because I know that means he might pop up anytime. But that's Christmas. That's Christmas. That's Christmas. Yeah, great. That's Christmas. That's Christmas. So we're not buying no action figures in the month of September. Well, we got one already. We're gonna keep that right there. We're not gonna buy nothing else. That because that's Christmas. That's Christmas. That's literally Christmas. There's no other way to slice and dice that. That is. And I damn near want to say that's almost damn near financially irresponsible. So we know, yeah, that's what's on the pipe. That said, what am I gonna do when them things come in? Things. What am I gonna do when them action figures come in? Well, my brother and I, D-Real, we've been sharing action figures with y'all and everything. Like, and my brother has been doing a great job of unboxing action figures. I don't know how much longer he is going to continue to do that. And I don't know if you noticed, I low-key don't do that. For me to show an action figure and unbox it, normally that means I got two of them. But if it's just one, I showed y'all the office. It's just a lot going on, and it's real easy for me to keep them in boxes. So what I figured I'd do today is just go over some stuff that I got in boxes, share with you action figures that I got. They still in the box. And the ones that's coming, more than likely, until we do stuff differently in the office, they gonna be in the box too. Well, this is the other box. I got two sets of these. So left one in the box. One I'm still working on storyboard purposes. Make sure you got your notifications on with that. I'm working on a nice story involving certain action figures. So the Sentinels, though, didn't have Sentinels. Did not have them. My brother D-Real said you can go get them on eBay. Maybe next year, considering the way they got stuff going, maybe I might jump on maybe two of those Sentinels to kind of go along with this army building, my Sentinels. But yeah, so we got that. But they're staying in the box. And then my Squadron Supreme Power Princess. Now, I'm of the mindset just going to see how it looks because they've already put all this power. They've already put the Squadron Supreme action figures out there, and I did not get her to be Power Princess. I actually got her to be Frenzy. But hey, Dan, Marvel Legends, if you want to put out a Frenzy, don't forget to put out Sync as well. And we can keep this as Power Princess, but if not, I'm gonna have to make this a sister. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Not out the box. Why? Don't make no sense because once I take out the box, it's more stuffed in a little bit. And I don't know if y'all see my desk, but it's more stuffed in a little bit. Action Force. This is it right here. I'm Action Force action figure. Y'all like Theo? No, man. I'm just put it back in the box. Female Action Force. Still in the box. It's easy to deal. It's easy to deal with when it's in the box. They come out the box, and there was just no way. There was all these accessories. There was no way I was taking this out the box. That's too many. Well, I'm sorry. I said too many. Devil is a lie. No such thing. A lot of accessories. A lot of accessories. Keeping it in the box. What I will say is this: when we do our salute to service for the month of October, I am going to crack these puppies out of the box. I am, and I'm going to put them on full display. I am going to do that. Salute to service, all my military base action figures. We're going to have some photos going on with that. Another action figure. Great accessories. I just taking it out of the box. Then we got to find some place to put it. Easy to keep it in the box. Did the same thing here. Got it. Wasn't no need to take it out of the box. My brother D-Real did the review on it. At the end of the day, I got it. Yeah, I'm going to do something with it, but we just don't want the stuff all over the place. And of course, you saw them. Once again, I had to, not had to, but had to, TWO, because I need to do something. I need to get a motorcycle for Johnny Blaze. I need to do that. So we got two of these. So one of them wasn't going to take it out of the box. It stayed right there. The Angel. Y'all saw me do an action figure review for Angel. Me and Alicia did the action figure review for this, but I messed around and got two of them. What that meant? Well, I actually put the other one back in the box. So we got two of these in the box. Y'all gonna laugh when I show you this. This ain't came out the box yet. Like, the tape is still on this. like this ain't been opened up at all. This ain't been opened up at all. It's like, open it up for what? So we got this. It's nice to have this because we actually do have the Super Scroll from the Fantastic Four wave. So we got this, but no, never took it out of the box. And then this right here, this allows me to actually have two Gambits, but got this because I wanted the Banshee. And based on the way that they're selling this on Hasbro, you come out better getting the three set than just buying Banshee by himself, because this is for the low on Hasbro bars. So we got that. And then we got this in this week. And this will be the only action figure that I'm doing for September. Had to catch up on that and everything. I'll be getting Wolf Spider at some point in time. Doc. Had to have the brother. Had to have the brother. I'm feeling real good. I got this in on Monday. Have not opened it. Was excited. Got good artwork there. Got the photo in the back. Was loving that. Got the apps on the side. So yeah, I'm loving this. Like I said, representation and imagery, great. Nakia was a skull. I'm gonna get another Nakia too. One in the green suit, green bathing suit. Well, not green bathing suit, green nautical suit. But yeah. So imagery representation is big to me. So I'm happy to have this Doc action figure and everything like that. But once again, it's not coming out of the box until picture time. And it's probably going right back in the box. A mother mine said it's going right back in the box right after picture time. So keeping the party rolling. Football season is in. This past Sunday was our first week of professional football, and Tyreek Hill got arrested. Yep, got arrested. Now, they say he was speeding. He didn't say he wasn't. He didn't say he wasn't. He had an issue with how he was treated. I'm not saying that he shouldn't. There's a history here. Law enforcement, black people. But what's the word I'm looking for? There was a certain amount of decorum that wasn't used. I guess that's the best way I'm going to say it. There was a certain amount of decorum that wasn't used, pleasantries per se, things of that nature. And he got on the ground, handcuffed. Stuff that as Americans we become used to, but we shouldn't. Damn. Jonathan Issac, Orlando Magic, he tweeted the video, Tyreek Hill being arrested, that our sons shouldn't act that way. I get that, I understand that. It's one of those things where you can tell the truth. Maybe you not might, because you got to have some cachet to say it. What is he talking about? Well, if you are baby boomers or you're Generation X, and you're black, you got raised a certain way, you got taught to act a certain way when police pull you over. 10 and 2, have all your license and registration, have everything available, window rolled down so the officer ain't got to ask you for nothing. Your job is to make the officer feel comfortable. Damnedest thing. Being taught as a child that it's your responsibility to make sure a grown ass person feels comfortable. You're supposed to process that as a child and be able to put it in action as a damn teenager. So when supposed to be officer friendly pull you over, you can make them feel comfortable. How you having a hard damn time navigating puberty. But you supposed, well, that's what we teach our children. That ain't changed. It's 2024. I got four girls. The two oldest know what that rule is. It'll be no different for the other two. Them being black women, oh, I'm going to teach them that rule just the damn same. I don't care. Because I do want them to come home. And because law enforcement, hey, it's 2024, you ain't shown you matured as an agency. You still prone to still making the same stupid, ignorant behind mistakes. No, scratch that. I said ignorant. Ignorant would be you didn't know any better. No, you as an agency are still prone to making the same stupid mistakes you were making before I was born. We want our children to come home safe. Well, I would love to tell you that if you didn't conduct yourself the way Tyreek Hill did during the arrest, you would come home safely. But that would be me lying. Because if an officer has a gripe and axe to grind, they're going to grind it on you. That said, Mr. Issac, I don't know if you should have been the one making this comment. The fact that you're in Florida, Orlando Magic, and Tyreek Hill is in Florida, Miami Dolphins, maybe you're, as a young black man, being concerned as you are, maybe this would have been better served for you to reach out to Tyreek Hill. 8 children, married, child on the way. He can't be conducting himself like that because these children depend on him. It ain't his responsibility to stand up and be pro-black when you get pulled over by the police, especially when you were doing wrong. It's at that time you need to remember you're a father first. Make it home to your babies. That's what matters. Jonathan, hit Tyreek up. We're getting way too comfortable doing stuff like this in social media. Y'all both in the state of Florida. And Orlando ain't that far from Miami. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, those funky ass chips disrespected his rights and their own badge, always, but who gonna hold him accountable? Like I said, it's one of them things where it's a slippery slope. Two wrongs don't make a right. The police officers, law enforcement in this country, they haven't been taught what we teach our children, right from wrong. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. College football top 25. What time is it? It is 8:37. When did we start the show? 7 o'clock? Hour and a half? We're going to get on up out of here. College football. We're going to talk about the first 2 weeks. We're going to get on up out of here. We ain't gonna be in here for a long time. No, not at all. Can I say this? We fans. We at the barbershop. You barbershop, I'm at the barbershop. Are you glad Notre Dame got exposed? Or you know what? That might be too hard. Are you glad we know who everybody else know who Notre Dame is? How long has it been Notre Dame? They won't join a conference like they should for either good reasons or bad reasons. You can feel how you want to feel. I ain't saying one way is the right way or the wrong way. What I'm saying is we keep thinking Notre Dame is that. Can we be clear? Notre Dame ain't been that since when? Lou Holtz? Like, that's what that is. It's see, this barbershop talk. this barbershop talk right here. Yeah, we gonna talk about it like that. Because see, I ain't no sports analyst. It's barbershop talk. First of all, that is an Irish Catholic school. You gotta have certain prerequisites to get into that school. That's a private school. Okay. It's in Indiana. Who the hell want to play football in Indiana? The folks that live in Indiana don't want to play football in Indiana. Then you got to convert religions. Yes, it don't matter what your religion is before you get there. You're going to an Irish Catholic school. You know what your religion is when you go to Irish Catholic school? That school, you're an Irish Catholic. Then if you like to get it in, you can't do that there. You got to sign paperwork. Yes, that's what that, unless they didn't change it. That's what, there's nothing for you to go there except touchdown Jesus. That's it. It's touchdown. That's not a Nike school. That's an Adidas school. The brother is there, the black head coach. Great. Okay, well, Dion is in Colorado. You got Kirby down there in Georgia. You got Miami acting like they ready to make it do what it do. You still got Ohio State and Michigan still hanging around the top. Now here come Texas. Texas making it do what it do. Who is Notre Dame? Why did we think Notre Dame was that because they beat Texas A&M? Who is Texas A&M? Okay, well, they got beat. Was anybody else surprised they were struggling with Northern Illinois? Wrong question. Was anybody else not surprised they were struggling with Northern Illinois? You watch college football. You've been watching Notre Dame. Were you surprised? I wouldn't. So let's we know who they are. I'm glad we know who they are in week 2. They're not that good. They average. Say what that is. Also, keeping the party rolling. Ooh, Colorado. Lord Jesus have mercy. folks was they had won the game the week before. Colorado and North Dakota. I get it. I get it. But you do realize the offensive line and defensive line for Colorado still look small. They still look small. They look small. And Lord, Father God, Lord have mercy, Jesus, Lord have mercy. What was the score? 20, oh my. 28-10. It could have been more than that, but don't let the score fool you. No, they can't block nobody running or passing. They can't apply pressure on the defensive side. They can't get to the quarterback, nor can they stop the run. It's going to be a long season for Colorado. I like Dion. Ain't got nothing to do with that. But you can't win if you can't do nothing with your offensive defensive line. The game is won between the trenches. It don't look good. Colorado is no longer in the top 10. I'm going to say the top 25. That's what that is. Keep the party rolling. Southern Cal. I thought that was interesting. Southern California, week 2. They beat Utah State 48-0. They did what they supposed to. Is USC back? I don't know. Me and you in the barbershop. You sold on USC? Decent offense. We sitting up here talking about them like that? Because, I mean, like, honestly, who they didn't play? They beat Utah State. We got them ranked number 13 in the country. Okay, all right. Well, who they didn't play? Let's look at the schedule. We sold on LSU. We sold on LSU. I know what they did last week. I know. But we sold on LSU. In essence, what I'm asking you, is LSU really all that in the bag of chips that we finna sit up here and give USC credit for beating them 27-20? I know LSU went to the SEC championship game a couple of years ago, but I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Clemson 66, Appalachian State 20. They just got beat 20. What was that score? 35-3. They because we looking at stuff here. They just got beat by Georgia 35-3 the week before. And they beat Appalachian State 66-20. So I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I ain't even finna act like that. Y'all know I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. I am. So we saying Georgia that good? Are we saying Georgia that good? Now, mind you, Clemson was at home. What do we know about Clemson's quarterback when he's at home? He's better at home. He don't perform that well on the road. He don't perform that way at neutral sites. He don't. He was at home. Well, he was comfortable. Safe to say Clemson was comfortable. My question is, what we doing after that? My question is, what we doing after that? If we look at their schedule, if Clemson is back, might they go undefeated? They got a bye this week. Then they got NC State, Stanford, at Florida State. They coming to Doak Campbell Stadium. Lord have mercy. They got to go to Wake Forest, play them Demon Deacons. Then they play Virginia. The Cavaliers. You pressed? Then they got another bye. Then they play Louisville. Then they play Virginia Tech. at Virginia Tech. They got to go play the Hokies up there. And the Hokies don't look that good. At Pitt, and they got to play the Citadel, and they end the season with South Carolina at home. They could run the table. They don't play Miami. They do not play Miami. Tennessee over NC State, 51-10. Now, a lot of people have been hanging their hat on Tennessee, talking about how good Tennessee is and everything like that. Tennessee always looked good. Offensively, they always look like they all that in a bag of chips. You watch the game, I watch the game. We ain't talking about the analysts. We sit up here and we look at Tennessee destroy people all the doggone time. And folks keep telling us, Tennessee defense back, Tennessee defense back. I'm supposed to believe because they beat NC State. That's NC State. That's NC State. I'm sorry. I'm probably not gonna look at y'all. Excuse me, getting this camera right. My fault. I don't know what happened just then. We got them gremlins in here. Anyway, make sure we get that right. Everybody want to mess with the show. Week 4, they play Oklahoma. That's when somebody talked to me. Talk to me when Tennessee play Oklahoma. They play Oklahoma week 4. I got to see what that look like. I got to see what that look like. I'm not buying nothing right now. You telling me because they didn't beat, I have to have that. I don't care nothing about that. We talking barbershop talk, right? Okay, well, barbershop talk. You a Tennessee fan? Don't talk to me till they play Oklahoma. I ain't trying to hear this right now. I'm not trying to hear this right now. Yeah, they look good. Yeah, they 2-0. Yeah, they putting up points and everything like that. But we didn't see them put up points before until they get, yeah, okay, all right. You see what it looked like. Oh, and I know y'all like Theo. Well, Oklahoma just barely beat Houston. I don't care nothing about that. Let me see what that looked like when both them teams straight play head up. Alabama. Folks say Alabama struggling. Seems like they're getting it figured out at the right time, which is before the clock strikes 0. So I don't know. I understand what Alabama fans are saying. I do. But 42-10. If I'm supposed to feel good about the Georgia Bulldogs putting up 30-something points on Clemson in the second half, then you, because that's what we're looking at, right? Okay, well, you put a whole lot of points up in the fourth quarter. What you want me to do with that? He's Alabama. Okay, well, so Alabama's still looking like Alabama. Yep. And Jalen Milroe is still looking like Jalen Milroe. That's a compliment, by the way. For those that are confused, that's a compliment, by the way. Ohio State against Western Michigan. Bump that. Let's move from Ohio State and talk about Michigan, Texas. Did y'all see that game? Did y'all see the game? Oh my God. It just 31-12 at the big house. I mean, walked in like that was what that they was at home. Second game of the season. They did this to Alabama last year. Now watch where we go with this one. Is that what we finna do this year? Make it do what it do, and because I'm dead bad. But now, if you Michigan, that bodes well for you though, because Alabama only lost to them. You figure it out. You can either go Alabama's route, or I mean, because it wasn't a Big Ten game. It wasn't a Big Ten, but damn. And Georgia got to play Texas this year. Yeah, keep it right there. Other than that, that's what we're looking at. That was what we were looking at last week. So what are we looking at this week? Well, if I'm looking at the top 25, and I am, Arizona plays Kansas State. They got to travel to Kansas. I watched it. Kansas State is ranked number 14 in the country. Arizona is ranked 20. Kansas State is picked to win by 7. I ain't got no opinion. I don't. Alabama plays Wisconsin. Alabama is favored by 16. They at Wisconsin. I don't see them losing, but as Jamie Foxx said, any given Sunday, any given Saturday, it could make it do what it do. Arkansas State against number 17 Michigan. They got to come to the big house. I look for Michigan to right the ship in regards to that. Michigan is favored by 23.5. Will Michigan cover? That's the question. $12 p.m. Big Ten Network. Them a lot of points. 23.5. Do you like your offense like that? Or you don't like their defense at all? They're 23.5. LSU -7 against South Carolina. LSU got to go on the road. See, now we finna see. And LSU ranked number 16. We finna see. You back or no? You lost the first game to USC. Okay, well, this is USC again. They are USC, University of South Carolina. Okay, we're gonna see what it's gonna look like. Oklahoma State against Tulsa. Oklahoma State is -18.5. They traveling to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I expect Oklahoma State to win and cover. Boston College, ranked number 24 in the country, against Missouri. This game is at 12:45 on the SEC network. I will probably be locked in front and center. Boston College is traveling to Mizzou. Mizzou is favored by 16.5. I want to see it. ACC versus SEC. I want to see it. I want to see it. Is Missouri for real? Because Boston College, they clipped Florida State last Monday. So who for real and who ain't? We're going to find out. I'm interested. Ball State against Miami. The U 36.5 point favorites. I don't know what you want me to do with that, because if they cover that, damn, we might be able to say, because I know folks are saying Miami is back. I ain't ready to go that far yet. You asking me to do a lot. If you my age, you remember what the Miami teams looked like back then. Vinny Testaverde, Michael Irvin, Warren Sapp, all them. No. You asking me to do a lot. I ain't there yet. I ain't ready to say that. But we're going to see what it looked like. Ball State, I don't think that's when we're going to find that out. So Miami should cover, but because Miami was running through folks. You remember when Brian Bosworth, they played the Hurricanes in it? That's what that was. Notre Dame against Purdue. Notre Dame is traveling. They're on the road, and they're -10. I don't like it. Notre Dame is currently ranked number 18 in the country. They got to go on the road. They got to find a way to win. We're going to keep the party rolling. All right. Oregon, ranked number 9 in the country, -16.5 against Oregon State. Oregon is going on the road. Y'all know this is a rivalry game, right? I got 2 upset specials this week. Now, I don't normally do this, but I like Purdue to pull the upset over Notre Dame, and I like for Oregon State to pull the upset over Oregon. Don't bet that. Don't bet that. Don't bet that. That's just me saying that. Don't bet that. Don't bet that. Tulane against Oklahoma. Tulane, Oklahoma is 46. Oklahoma is favored by 46.5 points. They're favored by 46.5 points. I'm telling you as a fan, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You like Oklahoma, I like Oklahoma. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put your money on that. Utah against Utah State. Utah on the road by 20. I like Utah. They play tough. We see that. We see that. I don't know if I'm staying up to watch the game. 4:30. I should be up. 4:30. Mississippi against Wake Forest. Ole Miss against Wake Forest. At Wake Forest, at the Demon Deacons. And Ole Miss is favored by 22.5. I'm going to watch that game. I'm going to watch that game. University of Texas, Southern El Paso, they are playing Texas. Texas is favored by 35. Texas is at home. That might be the game to put some money on. That might be the game to put some money on. The over-under is 55. So they're somewhere along the line, they're looking for 55 points. The over-under is 55. Texas by 35. I like that. Georgia against Kentucky. Georgia is favored by 24. Georgia is on the road. I really want to say this is the earliest in the year Georgia has played Kentucky in a while, so it's probably not going to be that cold up there. This kickoff is at 7:30 p.m., so this will be a night game. Kentucky don't look good. The over-under is 45. Georgia averages somewhere close to 40 points a game. At very least, it's 35. Defense is only giving up 3 points a game. So now the question is Kentucky better than Clemson? Week 1 Clemson. Because we saw what week 2 Clemson did. We did. I would say take Georgia plus the point spread. Georgia's favored by 24 points. I would say take Georgia plus the point spread. Nebraska. We saw what they just did. Nebraska entering the top 10, the top 25, ranked number 23 in the country. They're playing Northern Iowa. There are no points on the game yet. That is at 7:30 p.m. probably because Nebraska, Dylan Raiola just making it entrance into the top 25. Tennessee is playing Kent State at home. Tennessee is at home. They're favored by 49. We're not going to learn anything from that game. I said that. That is what that is. So that's what we're doing. We're going to check it out. Also, my Steelers. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Steelers. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You got questions in regards to whether or not Russell Wilson should start? We won 18-10. We beat the Falcons, and that made me feel good in ways I can't even tell you just because of some stuff that I know. But we beat the Falcons, so I'm feeling pretty good. We got to play the Broncos this week. The Steelers are 1-0 in the AFC North. I'm looking for us, knock on this wood, to be 2-0 in the AFC North after this Sunday. That's what I'm looking for. I am. I'm also looking for more than 18 points this game. Why? I feel like Justin Fields needs to be the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback. I feel like that's your future. Russell Wilson is who Russell Wilson is. He's going to cost too much money next year. I don't believe, and I followed Justin Fields' career since he was in high school. I believe this is the first time he's being coached. I believe Justin Fields has suffered from that which plagues way too many of our sons, including Lamar Jackson. And I'm saying that as someone who has officiated games with these kids when they're small. You get the fastest kid, you put him at quarterback, the kid gets the ball, and the kid takes off running. And you never sit there and try and teach the kid how to read the field the way you would the kid who can throw the football but can't run. No, you will make sure that kid got an offensive line in front of him and he know how to read the field. You're not going to teach Justin Fields or Lamar Jackson to do that. You're going to tell them to look for maybe one or two receivers, receiver ain't open, take off running. That's not how you teach a young person how to play the position of quarterback. Justin Fields has never been in a pro-style offense. Georgia was the closest it was going to be. He wasn't going to get on the field, not that year, and the goal was to get him to the league. Well, no disrespect to those who felt like they know, you should have let him stay at Georgia. You let him go to Ohio State, where all they did was use his athleticism. The NFL is about cerebral. Everybody got athleticism in the NFL. But he needed to know at that position how to read the field, how to recognize a cover two, how to recognize a cover three, how to spot when cover where defenses are disguising their coverage. He needed to know when to send somebody in motion. He needed to know how to mess with the snap count. He needed to know all of that, and none of those people, including his coach at Ohio State, did any of that. They didn't prepare him for the future. So I say this: if you are a parent, and I'm saying this regardless of whether you black, white, Jew, Gentile, if you have a son that is phenomenally gifted when it comes to running with the football, and your son got one of them arms, he throwing it the length, take it upon yourself to teach your child how to read the field. That's what's going to get your son to the next level. Teaching your son how to read one side of the field and not the other does your son no favors. None. And that's what Justin Fields is dealing with. They didn't coach him right at Ohio State. And mind you, it ain't just Justin Fields. Look at Deshaun Jackson. Look at how RG3 was. That's all you got to do. Look at them quarterbacks who operated under those systems where they were only looking at one side of the field and they all struggle because they don't know how to read the field. That can be part of your game, but that can't be the majority of your game. Well, I don't believe, because the coaching staff ain't in Chicago no more, I don't believe the coaching staff did Justin Fields any favors. I think they drafted Justin Fields. I think they knew what his opportunities were, but I don't think they coached him to his strength. Arthur Smith did that on Sunday. He coached Justin Fields to his strength. If I had to look at Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, I was thinking about this the other night. Russell Wilson is the veteran. This is how we look at this. Russell Wilson is the veteran that's been on the team. And Justin Fields would be the rookie you just drafted. Well, you got to bring this rookie along slowly. If you're still a fan, they did the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger. When Ben got there, they didn't have Ben throwing the ball all over the place. No, you turn around, you hand that ball to Jerome Bettis. Ben had a big arm. Justin Fields has a big arm. Ben could shrug off people. Justin Fields can get out of Dodge. Well, Ben eventually became that guy with the playbook. Ben eventually became that guy that will manipulate your coverage. I'm looking at the Steelers looking to do this because Justin Fields cost them nothing. And as I sit here as a Steeler fan, I look at the coach that Mike Tomlin is. I look at the athlete that Justin Fields is. I look at the organization that Pittsburgh is. What's the likelihood of Pittsburgh finishing with a losing record this year? Right. Not good, because he don't like losing. He, as in Mike Tomlin. The owners don't tell him to lose. The general manager don't tell him to lose. They don't do what some of these other teams lose where you can move up in the draft. No, go get in where you fit in. Well, who would be coming off the board next year for the Pittsburgh Steelers to draft as a quarterback? Right here, right now. You looking at the college game. You see anybody. The Steelers are going to probably, it's a 17-game season. The Steelers are going to probably finish the season 9-8, 10-7. If not, watch this, 12-5. What that don't enamor you to a high round draft pick when it comes to a quarterback. What are you saying, Theo? Justin Fields is better than what they would select in next year's draft. He is. So if you can win with him on the field, you win with him on the field. He's on the field. He's on the field. You for Mike Tomlin to go to Russell Wilson, the Steelers will have to get embarrassed. And Justin Fields will have to look completely lost on the field. What's the likelihood of that? With the Steelers defense, Smith, the offensive coordinator, calling the game, Arthur Smith, calling the game the way he's coaching it, the way he's calling it. If you looked at that game on Sunday, he coached Justin Fields. Justin Fields didn't put the ball in harm's way, and Arthur Smith didn't call any plays to put Justin Fields in harm's way. The Chicago Bears can't say that. I believe what Mike Tomlin is looking at, he's looking at the AFC. Lamar Jackson is in the AFC North. Deshaun Jackson is in the AFC North. Joe Burrow is in the AFC North. He needs a quarterback that's at the very least got the physical talents they got. At the very least, got the physical talents they got. That ain't Russell Wilson. Not now. It is Justin Fields. Justin, I'm a fan of yours. Been a fan of yours since you were going to high school in Georgia. Bury your head in the playbook. Make that playbook yours. There's no such thing as what you can't do. It's just what you haven't done yet. Own the playbook. Forget the naysayers. Shut out the doubters. Learn that playbook. Earn that playbook. You do that, you go into the Hall of Fame. But it's on you. You were the first-class organization. And you're with an organization that needs you as much as you need them. Become that guy. You got everything right there. Everything right there. That said, we are 12-5. LOL, you're delusional. Why am I delusional? They went 10-7. That's just 2 more games. That was with Mason Rudolph. that was with Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett. You mean Hall of Fame? Why not? Ain't Ben going to the Hall of Fame? Here we go. Watch this. If he becomes the Steelers franchise quarterback, watch what I'm saying. I ain't talking journeyman quarterback. If he becomes the Steelers franchise quarterback, I'm not talking about Neil O'Donnell. I'm not talking about Cordell Stewart. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Terry Brown. I'm not talking about Mark Malone. I ain't talking about Mark Malone. I'm talking about franchise quarterback, i.e. Terry Bradshaw, Ben Roethlisberger. I ain't talking about Cliff Stout. I ain't talking about Duck Hodges. That ain't what I'm talking about. Franchise. If he becomes the franchise quarterback, he got all the tools to go to the Hall of Fame. You act like your boy ain't sitting right there at wide receiver. Well, hell, every franchise quarterback need a go-to wide receiver, and he was the only dude he was throwing to on Sunday. You'd have thought the Falcons would have double covered George Pickens. They didn't. They left that dude one-on-one. He didn't miss. That's the eye test. Then the running game. Damn the running backs. I'm looking at who they got at tight end. Do you know they literally got an offensive lineman playing tight end? Dude came from Georgia. Did you watch the tape? Did you watch the tape of that dude blocking? Well, if we look at Pittsburgh quarterbacks, that they got the Hall of Fame, they got the tight end. Well, damn, look at the center. The center was mauling people on Saturday. I'm gonna say on Sunday. Like I said, franchise. Daniel Jones and Justin will both be in a. You see how I was talking about all the other stuff surrounding Justin Fields, and you said Daniel Jones. You say Daniel Jones. I got to go to the coach. Then I got to go look at the front office. Daniel Jones ain't got none of that going on in his favor at all. This ain't this not Field. This not Field. No. I know what you're saying, but no. This ain't Lawrence Taylor and them and everything like that. That ain't what that is. That this something different. This a different giant team. This is a different giant team. That ain't Juju ain't over there hating, is he? Well, you know, it's Devil Dog. You know what I'm saying? So Devil Dog gonna do what Devil Dog do. But no, that ain't the same giant. That ain't Phil Simms over there. That ain't what that is. That ain't Mark Bavaro and them. You know that. Come on now. Don't do that. That was a team. That was a team. Hey, you forgot I live. Yeah, he do live in Pittsburgh. That is. But you're a New York fan though. You're a New York fan. No, like I said, I will say if he becomes a franchise quarterback, and let's be clear, more often than not, franchise quarterbacks do make it to the Hall of Fame. They do. So if he becomes a franchise quarterback, he has all the physical tools to get to the Hall of Fame. But what did I say? He got to bury himself in that book. He owned the playbook. There's nothing to stop him. Because what you finna do? Ain't Justin what? 6'2", 6'3"? He bigger than Lamar Jackson. Let me not say. I think Lamar Jackson is taller than he is. But what's to read the playbook? If me and you are talking about Justin Fields and his play, it's understanding defenses, and this goes with him being able to operate a pro set going up under center. Now, I don't know what the struggle is with that, but we see so many, because I would think it would be harder, the damn ball being snapped to you, because you got to flip it and get it. No, up under center. We got to teach that drop back. Shout out to Dan Orlovsky from ESPN. That drop back is consistent with the routes that are being ran. I understand. That's why I said he hasn't been developed as a professional. He's getting the ball and looking for receivers to be out of their route. It's because he's not being taught to drop back, and he ain't been taught that. And that's the problem. Justin Fields right now is in my opinion, this is his first year in the NFL. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm a Steelers man in Saints land. They got the foundation that built. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then this, he's got Russell Wilson there. So if no egos get involved to where those two work with each other, because this is me. Now this is fool's gold right here. Thinking you can have Russell Wilson and Justin Fields be on the same team going forward, because the Steelers. Now, when was the last time the Steelers had a legitimate number two? A legitimate number two. We didn't get we did not get what the Packers got, and they got it back to back. Like, damn, you got somebody to step in for Brett Favre, and you got somebody for Aaron Rodgers. Damn, we got to go gaps between Terry Bradshaw to damn Ben Roethlisberger. Now we got to go with another gap. Golly, too many gaps. Listen, hurricane made landfall. Power is still on. Thank you. That means a lot. Keep us in the loop with that. Listen, we out. This has been a beautiful show. It has been and everything like that. I've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun, ton of fun. A lot of information was shared. It was. Takeaways from the show. And I think we all need to remember this. This is from back in the day when we used to listen to music. We used to listen to music, and music, it didn't matter what you were. Music was music. Remember this? Was it Human Nature Club? I'm only human, flesh and blood of man. We seem to have forgotten that. We all humans. Ain't none of us perfect. Thus, ain't none of us better than the other person. We all have our gifts, we all have our skills, and we all have our abilities. But that does not make us better than the other person. We need to remember that. And we need to remember to give each other the respect that we want ourselves. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We teach that. We don't necessarily practice it. We got to do better. That said, my brother D-Real is coming to y'all tomorrow. He is. Got that live and everything like that. I'm going to come to you with some comic book content. I know I've been slacking. I'm going to do better. Grand Madam did have a live today. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Aside from that, we want to come back and have more moments like this where we can come, talk, learn from each other, fellowship with each other. We ain't got to always agree. We ain't. Brothers and sisters, twins come out the same womb and don't agree. And just because we don't agree, don't mean we dislike each other. No, it just happens to be on that particular subject, we disagree. That's what that is. Everybody got an opinion. Let's stop being mad about it. Until the next time, in memory of the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, we want to be able to talk to one another. So take care of yourselves. We are getting older. Until then, I wish each and every last one of y'all, on behalf of the Rock With Me Nation, love, peace, and soul. We out.